A very good morning to one and all present in the class. This is your mathematics period, and today we are going to start chapter number 7, fractions, given on page number 67 in your mathematics book. So let's start with the term fraction. First of all, what is fraction? The definition is a fraction is a part of a whole. A fraction is part of a whole. Okay, so how to understand the fraction? Suppose that I have a cutting of an apple. Okay, I have one apple. Suppose that this is apple. Now I want to cut that apple in two pieces. So I will get here one piece and two pieces. Okay, so if I want to find the fraction of this part, so I will write it like this: first part out of the two parts. Okay, I call it 1/2, means from two parts this is the first part, so I will write it half. Okay, this is the half part, so I will write it like this, 1/2. And for the remaining one, if I ask what will be the fraction for this one, so for this one also it will be one piece of apple out of two pieces, so it will be also half part or 1/2. Okay, so how to pronounce them? First of all, there are some is one figure given in your book. So there are 6 columns, 1 2 3 4 5 6 column. So if they want to shade one part, then what will be the fraction for this one? See, one part by total 6 parts. I will teach you. See that I have 4 columns. Suppose that I have 4 columns and I have shaded one column. Okay, so if I want to find out the fraction for shaded part, so for fraction for shaded part will be, how many parts are shaded? Only one part is shaded. Out of how much? 1 2 3 4, out of 4 for shaded. And if I ask what will be the fraction for unshaded or not shaded part, so how many parts are there? 1 2 3 4, so I will write it here 4. But how much unshaded parts are there? So this is shaded 1, but what are unshaded? Unshaded means 1 2 3, we have not shaded these 3's, so for the unshaded I will write here 3. Okay, the fraction for unshaded will be 3/4. Now what do we mean by that? Suppose I have a fraction 3/4. So what do we call to that? The number which is given above is known as numerator, and the number which is given below we call it denominator. This is numerator and that is denominator. Okay, we call it numerator and this is denominator in a fraction. Okay, so our first topic in this is like fraction. Okay, what are like fractions and what are, our second topic is unlike fractions. Okay, as you can see that in your book we have one shaded portion out of 4. 1 2 3 4, one is shaded. So for this our fraction will be 1 by 4. Here are 2 shaded portion out of 4, so for this we have 2 by 4. Okay, so 1 by 4, 2 by 4. Suppose 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4. When the denominators come same every time, our denominator is equal, we call it like fractions. Now come to next one. Here there are 4 parts, 1 2 3 4. Okay, so, one part is shaded, so its fraction will be 1 by 4. In another one we have 6 boxes, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Out of 2 are shaded, so how much left? 4 boxes left, so the fraction for this will be 2 by 6. So 1 by 4, 2 by 6, the denominator are different, so these are unlike fraction. So I will write here for like fractions, fractions which are having the same denominator are called like fractions. Means those fractions whose denominator is same, these are like fractions. And on the other side, when the denominators are different, we call it unlike fraction. So the definition for unlike fraction is fractions which are having different denominators are called unlike fractions. I hope you got it, what is like fraction and what is unlike fraction. Now our next topic is proper fractions. Proper fractions. So what are proper fractions? In this example you can see that numerator is smaller than denominator, that is proper fraction. When our numerator is smaller than denominator, we call it proper fraction. If I give you some example, first of all we write definition. A fraction in which the numerator is less than denominator is called proper fraction. Okay, so for example I will write here, we have to write such fractions in which denominator is small numerator is small and denominator is large. So we will write here, suppose I want to take here 2 by 4. So this is our proper fraction. We have numerator small but denominator greater than numerator. Then 11 by 13, that is good. 21 by 40, that is okay. 11 by 18. So all these kind of fractions in which numerator is small as compared to the denominator, we call them proper fractions. Now please turn your page on page number 68. We have improper fractions. Like proper fractions, we have improper fractions also. So let's learn what are improper fractions. a fraction in which the numerator is greater than denominator is called an improper fraction. Means, when, I will give you an example, when denominator is smaller and numerator is greater, just like 10 by 4, 11 by 2, 9 by 3. So all these are our improper fractions, because we can see that our denominator is smaller and numerator is larger. Okay, now let's come to the concept of mixed numbers. What are mixed numbers and how to solve them? Okay, mixed numbers. A mixed number consists of a whole number and a fraction. Means, it is given in your book. We have one example, a whole number and a fraction. A whole number, any whole number like 1, 2, 3, 4, any number. So I will write a 2, and one fraction number. So in between we have to write here one dash, and I can write here 1 by 2, 3 by 4 or anything. Okay, so this is a whole number and this is a fraction. So combination of whole number and fraction, we call it mixed number. Okay, now how to solve this? 2, 1 by 2. So how we solve it? 2 2s are 4 plus 1. What we do to it? This 2 will multiply by this 2 multiply 2, plus we have to add this number 1 divided by 2. 2 2s are 4 plus 1 5 by 2. That will be the fraction that came out of this number. Okay, so I will solve one more question. Suppose I have one more fraction like 3 1 by 4 I have. So how to solve this? I will multiply this 4 with 3. So 4 multiply with 3 plus I will add here this number, the numerator 1 divided by 4. So 4 3s are 12, 12 plus 1 we have by 4, 12 plus 1 is 13 by 4. So in mixed number we can write 13 by 4 as 3 1 by 4. And how to write this? Let's learn. I have 13 as dividend, 4 as divisor. Now I know that 4 3s are 12. My remainder is 3 minus 2 is 1. So that number we have to write in between. The remainder we have to write as numerator and the divisor we have to write as denominator. This is the way of converting this fraction form to mixed numbers. Hope you got it. Now let's shade these shapes to show the fractions. Here we are given fractions and we have to draw or shade these parts. So according to 1 by 4, we have to shade any one part of this triangle. So we have 4 boxes here, 4 triangles, 1 2 3 4. So I can shade any part, this one or this one or this one or this one. So in this class you can see that I have shade this middle one. Okay, now try question number 2, 3 and 4. Now let's come to question number 2. We are given a question in which we have to name the numerator and denominator in the fraction. So in question number 2 I have given a fraction. So I have given fraction is equals to 5 by 12. So tell me which one is numerator and which one is denominator. It is clear that above one is numerator. Here numerator is equals to 5 and denominator is equals to 12. Got it? Now come to question number 3. Circle the proper fractions. I told you what are the proper fractions. When numerator is smaller than denominator, we call it proper fraction. When numerator is smaller than denominator. So in question number 3 we have the proper fraction as 5 by 9, then 13 by 8. This is improper because our denominator is smaller. Then 2 by 7, correct? No, this one is improper, this also improper, and this is proper. So we have these C fractions as proper fractions. Now in next question we have to circle the improper fraction. Improper means when numerator is greater than denominator, we call it improper fraction. So let's see, 2 by 5, this is proper fraction because numerator is smaller, but in improper we want numerator as greater and denominator as smaller. 7 by 3, correct. 5 by 2, right. 10 by 15, this is wrong, this is proper fraction. 1 by 8, this is also proper fraction, and last 20 by 17. So we will mention here 7 by 3, 5 by 2, 20 by 17 as improper fractions. Now let's come to question number 5. Write 3 proper fractions with denominator 11. We have given denominator as 11 and we have to make 3 proper fractions. Means we have to choose numerator according to us. Okay, so I will write here 3 proper fractions are. So keep in mind that we have to write proper fraction. In proper fraction we have to take numerator smaller than denominator. So I will write here 11 as denominator, but above I have to take a smaller number than 11. So I will write here any number, like I have write 2. Then I can write 3 by 11, 4 by 11. All these are my proper fractions because numerator is smaller. Now I have question number 6. Write 3 improper fractions with numerator 15. Now I am given numerator equals to 15. Okay, I have to make 3 improper, not proper, improper improper fractions. So 3 improper fractions with numerator 15 are, now I have to take 15 as numerator and I have to select any denominator which is smaller than 15. So I would like to write here 11, 12, 13, or you can write 2, 3, 4, 7, 6, 5, any number but smaller than 15. Got it? Now there was one topic, equivalent fractions, before starting this exercise. So here is question number 7, which is based upon equivalent fractions for each of the following. What we have to do in equivalent fractions? So we have to find 3 equivalent fractions. So 3 equivalent fractions are, first we are given question number 1, 3 by 5. So we have to write it stable 3 times, up to 3 times, like 3 equivalent. So 3 ones are 3 we have, 5 ones are 5 we have, 3 twos are 6, 3 threes are 9, 3 fours are 12. Now again for 5 we can write 5 ones are 5 we have, 5 twos are 10, 5 threes are 15, 5 fours are 20. Finished. Second question is 1 by 8. So 1 ones are 1, 1 twos are 2, 1 threes are 3, 1 fours are 4. For 8, 8 ones are 8 we have, 8 twos are 16, 8 threes are 24, 8 fours are 32. So these are the equivalent fractions. We have to do the same in question number 8. Write the equivalent fractions, like 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6, 2 fours are 8, 2 fives are 10. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 threes are 15, 5 fours are 20, 5 fives are 25, and so on. Okay. Now let's come to question number 9. Add the following. So this is our question, 4 by 13 plus 6 by 13. This is very easy to do. We have the same numbers below as denominator. So I will write here 13. Same. Now I have to add 4 plus 6. So 4 plus 6 is 10 by 13. So on addition I get 10 by 13. Same we have question number 10. We have to subtract. Okay. So in subtraction we are given 11 by 12 minus 7 by 12. Again we have to write as there are same numbers. So I will write here once 12. Now I will write 11 minus 7. So 11 minus 7 is 4 by 12.